What's good, guys? This is Kevin, aka K-Man1, coming at you with a new episode of Self-Sufficient Scape. In the last episode, we finally got to Plague's End, well, we finally finished the Plague's End quest to get to the elf city of Prif. And in this episode, I'm going to be working on the next big goal for the account, which is Invention, which requires 80 crafting, smithing, and divination. Right now, I'm working on smithing. I'm making steel plate bodies at a portable forge. You can get like 200,000 experience per hour this method, so it's pretty quick, and it's relatively cheap in terms of the high cost smithing methods, because the steel plate bodies resell decently well. 5 steel plate bars costs about 4k, and these sell for 2.5k, so it's decent GP per XP. Plus, since you're using the portable forge, it has a chance to save the bars, which then further increases your savings. Pretty much the biggest thing stopping me in terms of smithing and crafting is just Grand Exchange buy limits, and so while I'm waiting for stuff to buy, I'll probably just work on divination. It's the lowest skill, but it shouldn't be too bad, because they recently, within the past few weeks, I don't remember exactly, released the Hall of Memories, which is a decent active divination training method, which can get you easily in excess of 100,000 XP per hour with the lowest requirements. So looking forward to trying that out for myself, but we'll have to see. I probably don't have the gumption to finish 63 to 80 divination by Tuesday, so I'll see what I can do to fill up the rest of the content in this video. I might just delay the video depending on my personal needs, just because I've got a lot of stuff going on in the near future, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Anyways, working on smithing right now, and I'll update you at any new major important milestones. I don't want to like ruin the method or anything, but I do just want to go ahead and show that I bought all these steel bars for 5.9 mil and then sold the steel plate bodies for 5.6 mil. So it ultimately cost me about 300k, and I got well in excess of 300k experience. So less than 1 GP per XP is like insanely good for smithing, and this gets you like 200 to 250k experience per hour easily. So yeah, I can't recommend it enough, in all honesty. Like, it's really stinking good. Like, I don't know how to express this more to you people. Something that I probably should have shown off a long time ago is god emissaries. There are various NPCs scattered about the world. The emissary of Bandos is in the Goblin Village, and I'll include a link in the description as always. But if you do a few jobs for these emissaries, then you'll get a god banner, which can be used to give you a +2 boost in, I think, any skill, but maybe only some skills, for half an hour. It can be very useful for some purposes, like if you only have 78 fletching, but you really want to start making magic short bows, then for half an hour, you can make magic short bows with only 78 fletching. So it can be useful in some cases. Again, for me, it hasn't been overly useful in the past, but, you know, I want to provide this as an option for you if you think it could be useful. But anyways, you talk to them, and they'll give you a job, and then you just gotta go do it, and then you give it back, and I think after 3 jobs you get the banner. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but it is a once daily boost that you can use for half an hour. So I finished the full set of skilling jobs in order to update the banner, and now I can contact the emissary, say that I want a skill boost, and then I can choose whatever skill I want in it. So the reason I'm doing it here is because I want to boost my divination level, because I think I might be able to use that to use the empty throne room divination method, which is a really good method for the level and doesn't work. That's cool, that's fine. some boosts allow you to use higher level training methods, or some higher level training methods allow boosts and some don't. And unfortunately, this is one of those that doesn't, which means I'm gonna have to use normal divination training for 2 levels until I can actually use this method. Fun! With this cache, I'll hit 65 div, which is the requirement for the empty throne room, which is where I'm going to be spending a pretty significant amount of my time in the near future. So I finally decided to cave in and start doing fruit tree runs. I'm doing papaya trees because they're good XP and they're close to break even when you sell the fruit. But that's 64 farming, and I might be able to squeeze out 1 more level from this run, but I'm not entirely sure because I've never really done tree runs before, so I don't know how much experience to expect. But yeah, I'm going to be doing fruit tree runs. Fair warning, I guess. And I have enough papaya seeds in order to get to 75 farming. I already bought them. I figure I should probably go over how this divination method actually works. Basically, you grab an inventory full of crystals from this bin right here, and then you transmute them all into the color of the one that has the weird aura around it. And then once they're all transmuted, you just deposit it into the box. And you can get 1 full inventory per minute, and it's about 1150 XP per inventory if you have the full Diviner's set. Which translates to 65 to 70,000 experience per hour, so not too bad. The one annoying thing about this place that I'm going to show you in a second, also the reason I'm showing you right now is because level 70 div, but you can check the capacity, and there's only a finite amount of crystals in the bin. And you can run out of them, but when you run out, just hop worlds, and as long as the world is empty, chances are the bin will be, 300 to 400 crystals full. But anyways, now that I have 70 div, I can use the Hall of Memories. Yeah, it's here, which is apparently like a way better divination method. I've never done it, so I'm curious to try. But yeah, that's 70 div. I'm trying to squeeze as much content as possible out of divination so that you can suffer with me. So I'm at the Hall of Memories, which is the new divination training area, and there are apparently 2, well, not apparently. I've been training for a little bit. I've gotten most of the way to level 71, but it seems like there are 2 ways to train here. There's the passive way, where you just click every time the things change and these things fill automatically. And then there's an active way where you have to click with the XP drops in a certain rhythm, and I kind of want to do a half-hour test of both and see how fast the experience is, because if it's not significantly faster to do it, or if it's not significantly slower to do it passively, then I'm not going to risk carpal tunnel by doing the faster clicking. So I'm going to test a half hour of each without doing any of the special events, and I'll see what kind of experience I can get. So I'm starting this first half hour with 799,774 experience. And so I will write that down and see what I'm at after the half hour is up. Alright, it was actually like just under half an hour by like 20 seconds, and I'm turning in all of these jars. Yeah, I managed to fill 7 jars, and I haven't done the math yet, but it's looking like it's at least like 60, 70,000 XP per hour. I'll do the math and be back with you in just a second. Alright, so I got a little bit over 35,000 experience in that half hour, which times 2 puts me at about 70, 71,000 experience per hour, which is not bad, but let's compare it to the active method, because as it stands, I might as well just stay at the empty throne room. Alright, I'm stopping short again because I happened to get 10 whole things full, and yeah, it's about 1.5 times as fast, so I assume a little bit over 100,000 experience per hour, but I'll have to do the math to verify 100%. And I mentioned in the last clip that it's more worth it to me to just stay at the empty throne room. But that doesn't account for the fact that there are some events that happen at interval here which can significantly up the XP per hour. So once I do the math, I'll decide, but right now I'm leaning towards kind of using the AFK method, but also taking part in the events to kind of, you know, split the difference, get like 80, 85k XP per hour. I'll have to make that decision at my own discretion. Yeah, I did the math, and the active method is about 100,000 XP per hour, 100,000 to 102,000, somewhere in that ballpark. So, I'm looking at a 10-hour grind minimum for divination. So, whatever method I choose, I'm probably going to hate it. So, might as well do something that doesn't cause my wrist severe pain. I don't want to be constantly spamming you with divination clips, but I have 25 memory jars stocked up, and if I've done my math right, this should be at least 75,000 experience, which I'm pretty excited to see all of it just roll in like that. And yes, it does also fill the urns. Whew, this is going to be satisfying. Just one after another. Just look at all this beautiful experience coming in. I still don't like divination that much. It's a slow skill, and it's boring, and there's not really a lot of benefit to it once you've unlocked Invention. But, man, I just love getting massive XP drops. It's like the Blast Mine in old school RuneScape. Like, it's not that great experience, like, it's a little bit better than Motherlode Mine, but just the fact that you can get, like, 200,000 experience drop all at once is just like, oh, I'm such a fan. I don't know, this won't get me to level 74 rather. I mean, it definitely won't get me to level 75. But yeah, I'm pretty close to the next level in all honesty. I kind of want to stick around and knock it out. But I'm also kind of bored of divination, so I don't know. I'll have to make that decision. I didn't want the video to end on me complaining about divination, so here is, in one more plate body, level 80 smithing. That is one of 3 skills required for Invention, and I only have 1,300 steel bars left, so I figure I might as well just get the XP out of them. Yeah. Fortunately, with the new divination method, I've actually done a little bit more between the last clip and now. I'm up to 76 div, which is higher than I expected to be able to get in 2 days. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and call the video here, because I've made a decent amount of progress, and I did make a lot of content out of divination, so might as well make more videos instead of stressing about the next one. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.